The Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD is situated on Abai River in Benishangul Gumuz region, Ethiopia. It is a flagship project that Ethiopians from all walks of life have rallied to realize their long overdue national aspirations. This monumental dam vividly illustrates the nation's resolute commitment to achieving economic self-reliance through harnessing its natural resources. Envisioned as a driving force for sustainable development, the GERD is generating hydropower in full capacity to supply electricity to millions of Ethiopians who have been without light thus far, as well as boost industrial growth and augment regional power connectivity as well. This documentary explains the highlights of the GERD from groundbreaking to its completion. Ethiopia is the source of the mighty river, Abai, also known as the Blue Nile. Over 86% of the Nile's water originates from Ethiopia. It was regrettable that Ethiopia has been deprived of harnessing its natural resources for centuries. In stark contrast, the downstream nations, Egypt and Sudan, were holding hegemony in the use of the Nile's waters. Consider the paradox. Historically, Ethiopia, that contributes most of the water, has been prevented from utilizing its share of the Nile's waters. This has perpetuated harsh droughts, poverty, and widespread energy deprivation, especially in rural communities. Driven by this injustice and a desire to escape poverty through industrial development, Ethiopia launched the GERD in 2011. The late Prime Minister Meles Zenawi laid the foundation stone for the construction of GERD on April 2, 2011. This bold move was met with unprecedented euphoria among Ethiopians, both at home and abroad. For 14 years, Ethiopians have made continuous financial contributions to the dam's construction, from groundbreaking to completion. The news coming from Guba triggered profound reactions among Ethiopians with a sense of national pride and a shared vision for a brighter future. Ethiopians, both from within and abroad, have actively participated in the implementation of the project in various ways, from financial contributions to steadfast moral support and provision of technical expertise and direct physical labor. However, this mega project has faced significant challenges. Over the past 14 years, the GERD has encountered numerous hurdles, particularly from Egypt. From the outset, Egypt has played a destructive role against Ethiopia's right to utilize its share of the Nile waters without harming downstream states. It has employed covert and overt tactics, spreading disinformation, threatening Ethiopia with statements like, quote-unquote, all options are open, and similar efforts to halt the GERD's construction. Ethiopia has consistently maintained that no interest can be advanced through such hostilities. Without being distracted, the Ethiopian government has demonstrated extraordinary leadership, reaffirming that it has no intention of causing harm to the downstream states, emphasizing that the dam is a blessing for regional power connectivity. The Declaration of Principles (DOP) on the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD, signed on 23 March 2015, was signed in Khartoum by heads of state between Ethiopia, Egypt, and Sudan. This agreement came during the tenure of former Prime Minister Hailemariam Desalegn. When Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed took office in 2018, he reviewed the GERD as part of his nationwide reform program, revitalizing its implementation. A review of the project, covering financial, technical issues, and the likes, was conducted, ensuring the GERD stayed on track. By taking these measures, Prime Minister Abiy reinvigorated the project. On diplomatic fronts, Ethiopian seasoned diplomats successfully defended the GERD on international stage. It is to be recalled that Egypt took the Grand Ethiopian Renaissance Dam GERD issue to the UN Security Council (UNSC) in defiance of Ethiopia's sovereign right to utilize its share of the Nile waters on its territory. Seleshi Bekele delivered a profound statement at the UNSC, underscoring it was strange to drag hydrology and water issues to the UN organ. He stated that the GERD is simply a hydropower dam and criticized Egypt's refusal to negotiate with riparian states on a win-win basis, attributing it to Egypt's colonial-era mindset of Nile hegemony. Aptly describing it as, quote-unquote, "it is my dam," Seleshi stirred renewed euphoria among Ethiopians. The Ethiopian diaspora has also played a pivotal role in the GERD's success, from organizing fundraising initiatives to advocating for the dam's contribution to the region. Ethiopians abroad have been instrumental in garnering international support. Many diaspora members, after visiting the project, have shared profound inspiration and made generous contributions, viewing the GERD not just as a hydropower feat, but as a symbol of Ethiopia's self-reliance and a beacon of hope for prosperity. As the former Water and Energy Minister emphatically told international media, "It is my dam," Ethiopians have owned the dam and paid the necessary sacrifice to realize it. To date, an impressive sum exceeding 191.3 billion birr has been channeled into the dam's construction, with over 19.16 billion birr directly mobilized through public participation. That is, purchase of bonds, donations, and from grassroots fundraising campaigns. This remarkable and widespread support vividly reflects the firm belief of Ethiopian populace in the GERD's profound and transformative potential to transform Ethiopia's destiny. Indeed, the GERD transcends the conventional definition of a mere infrastructure project. It stands as a potent symbol embodying Ethiopia's remarkable resilience in the face of adversity, the strong unity of its people in pursuit of a common goal, and its resolute determination to chart its own course and shape its own destiny. Ethiopian engineers, skilled technicians, and construction workers have been at the very forefront of this monumental undertaking, proving the nation's steadily growing technical expertise and growing capacity to successfully execute complex, large-scale projects. The GERD has a height of 595 meters, holding 74 billion cubic meters of water. The dam has an installed capacity of generating 5,150 megawatts. In essence, the GERD demonstrates Ethiopia's ability to plan, finance, and execute a globally significant infrastructure project independently, while asserting its right to sustainable development and economic self-determination. Academic studies increasingly highlight the GERD's potential to benefit the entire Nile Basin region. The dam will serve as Ethiopia's hydropower hub, enabling energy connectivity across East Africa. It will provide a reliable electricity supply for Ethiopia's domestic needs and neighboring countries, creating opportunities for cross-border energy trade and fostering regional economic interdependence. This integration could stimulate industrial growth, create jobs, and reduce energy poverty across the Nile Basin. Furthermore, the GERD is expected to mitigate flood risks and sedimentation in downstream countries. These benefits will enhance climate resilience, boost agricultural productivity, and improve food security. Additionally, the dam's sediment trapping capacity will extend the lifespan of downstream infrastructure. Prime Minister Abiy has emphasized the GERD's transformative potential for the region, including reliable electricity access, economic integration through trade, and stronger cooperation on shared resource management. He has also reassured downstream countries, especially Egypt and Sudan, of Ethiopia's commitment to collaborative engagement on the dam's operation. PM Abiy has stressed that dialogue and negotiation are the only acceptable paths to resolving disputes now and in the future. As Ethiopia inaugurates the GERD, it embodies the collective spirit, resolve, and vision of Prime Minister Abiy, his leadership, and the public, who are united by their belief in Ethiopia's prosperity. The light at the end of the tunnel has finally arrived. Ethiopia enters a new era of utilizing its share of the Abai River, a right denied for centuries. The GERD will now drive progress, powering homes, industries, and future generations. The GERD stands as a historic milestone for Ethiopians, proof of what a nation can achieve when united by purpose, belief, and commitment to prosperity that extends beyond its borders. It is not only a beacon of hope for Ethiopia, but also a regional achievement, showcasing the power of resilience, collaboration, and leadership. For the Nile Basin and beyond, it is a legacy, a call to future generations to unite for shared development.